Howdy. Yesterday, I went on a nature walk around the Quinnvent Expo Hall, and, well, here are some highlights from it. Basically, you have to understand that the entire Expo Hall is its own diverse ecosystem, and who better to take us through it than a tour guide who knows the lay of the land? That would be me. Come along and see how much we have to show you. We are visitors to the ecosystem. We are not a part of it. Don't feed the animals. Don't let people scan your badge. Take only pictures, leave only business cards, you know, the usual stuff. Over there we have Intel. They make processors and chips that go inside of servers that cloud providers buy. I don't know why they're here. Unfortunately, to have a booth at Quinnvent, you need to be an AWS partner, which I am definitionally not, which is a shame because they have an Ask an Expert booth here, and I have for years wanted to have a card table next to it, ask a different, worse expert, and put myself there and just give the wrong but entertaining answer to any architecture question anyone has. Okay, here we have Stripe, which boldly asks the question, what if money had an API, but not in the shitty Hacker News style that led to Bitcoin? Over there, we have an empty booth. That's usually where the AWS Chief Marketing Officer sits. The empty chair is there in remembrance and symbology for the fact that currently, AWS has no head of marketing. The sign of something being really interesting is when AWS attempts to validate their market by launching a competing product. Redis bears the somewhat special distinction of having that happen twice.
This episode is sponsored in part by our friends at Chronosphere. Modern-day containerized environments require a new kind of observability technology that accounts for the massive increase in scale and attendant cost of data. With Chronosphere, choose where and how your data is routed and stored, query it easily, and get better context and control. 100% open source compatibility means that no matter what your setup is, they can help. Learn how Chronosphere provides complete and real-time insight to ECS, EKS, and your microservices, wherever they may be, at snark.cloud/Chronosphere. That's snark.cloud/Chronosphere.
Cloud Guru was an awesome thing that taught an awful lot of us how to cloud, and now it becomes Pluralsight instead. I feel like the hardest part is figuring out how to name things. The second hardest is renaming them. For example, if you look at Goldman Sachs, it's natural to ask questions like, what is my credit card company doing here? But they do an awful lot of work with AWS, it seems. They're a growing, scrappy business that I'm sure we'll hear great things about in the future. Amazon is very good at some things, poor at other things, but the worst is the third category, the things they're really bad at but think they're good at. Here we have Couchbase, where they're distributing swag this entire time for last week in AWS. Feel free to grab some at your convenience. They are one of the few vanishing vendors in this world who do not get angry when I refer to them as a database. Everyone else does. This sprawling, lumbering beast is what's known as an apex predator. An apex predator is in an ecosystem, the one that is at the top of the food chain. There is nothing that eats that. So there we have it, a delicate, well-balanced ecosystem that strives and surges and wanes depending upon macro conditions. We want to preserve this majestic ecosystem for future generations, which is why it is important that you donate from your employer's budget to fund these majestic creatures. I'm Corey Quinn. More to come.